Hello everyone, this is Divya. I'm currently pursuing my MPharm in Government College of Pharmacy in the Department of Pharmacology. Today I'll be presenting the seminar under the guidance of Dr. Rajesh MS. So the topic I'm going to present today is role of antisense oligonucleotide, siRNA, zinc finger proteins in target discovery and validation. So first of all, what is target discovery and validation? Target discovery, it's a process of identifying the direct molecular target, that is proteins and nucleic acid, and moreover it is the first step in the target discovery. Coming to the validation is a process by which a predicted molecular target, for example, proteins or nucleic acid, where we discovered in the target discovery of a small molecule, is verified. So target validation can include knockdown or overexpression of the presumed target. So the tools which comes under the target validation is antisense oligonucleotide, siRNA, zinc fingers. First we see the antisense oligonucleotide. So we know that diseases are often connected to the insufficient or excess production of certain protein. For example, in case of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, the protein, if the production of this protein is disputed, so many of diseases can be treated or cured. So antisense technology is one such method which can dispute the protein production. So first of all, what is then antisense? Antisense is a sense opposite to the sense friend. That is, we know during the transcription process there will be the synthesis of mRNA and from the 5' to 3', whereas in antisense is a complementary strand to the sense strand or mirror image to the sense strand, that is 3' to 5'. For example, the RNA, that is 5' A C G U 3' mRNA, and the antisense strand is 3' UGCA 5', is an antisense strand. So then what is antisense? Antisense technology is a tool that is used for the inhibition of gene expression, and the principle behind it is that an antisense nucleic acid sequence base pairs with its complementary sense RNA strand and prevent it from being translated into a protein. Coming to the mechanism of antisense oligonucleotide, in the normal protein synthesis, we know that double-stranded DNA undergoes a transcription process. Then there will be a synthesis of messenger mRNA and undergo a translation process, and there will be the protein synthesis. This is a normal process. But when we introduce an antisense strand, antisense strand that bind to the mRNA strand, which is complementary to each other, then there will be the inhibition of translation process. So there won't be a protein synthesis, which can there is no the protein which is responsible for the disease. Next, we see the exact mechanism of the antisense oligonucleotide. After the target mRNA is synthesized, when we introduce the mRNA antisense strand that is complementary to the target mRNA, the RNase H, it's an enzyme. RNase H is an enzyme. In biochemistry, we study that is 6 types of enzyme, that is oxidoreductase, transferase, hydrolase, ligase, isomerase, lipase. So this RNase H enzyme comes under the hydrolase, and it is a non-sequence specific endonuclease and which cleaves the RNA from the RNA-DNA hybrid only. So when this antisense oligonucleotide bind to the target mRNA, this RNA-H bind and degrade, whereas antisense oligonucleotide remain intact, allowing it to form another heteroduplex substrate for introduction of RNase-H cleavage. Next, we see the role in target discovery, that is antisense oligonucleotide, their role in target discovery and validation. So, target discovery, in recent years, antisense oligonucleotide technologies have been widely used as a potent, promising tools for drug discovery and development. So, as we know, diseases are connected to the insufficient or excess production of certain protein. If the production of these proteins are interrupted, then many diseases can be cured. So, antisense technology is one such method which can disrupt the protein production. So, antisense technology provides a rapid and specific method for determination of gene function both in vitro and in vivo. And antisense approach could reduce the cost of drug discovery by expediting the identification of lead target of the pharmaceutical intervention. So the major improvement have been achieved by the development of modified nucleotide and provide high target affinity, which is enhanced by biostability and low toxicity. Next, we see the target validation. The main goal is to understand the is to understand the cellular mechanism which is responsible for various diseases and to investigate if the down regulating a certain target protein would produce a desired biological effect. The information of this is obtained when they used to develop a new drug. For example, we can take that sphingosine kinase 1. Sphingosine kinase 1 is a lipid enzyme which that converts the pro-apoptotic lipids and the sphingosine into the anti-apoptotic lipid sphingosine 1 phosphate and activate the signal transduction pathway that lead to a cell proliferation, migration, and activation of the inflammatory. So this sphingosine kinase 1 play a key role in the pro-inflammatory responses triggered by TNF alpha in human monocyte and by C5a in human monocyte derived macrophage. Results have suggested that targeting the sphingosine 1 can be useful for therapeutic strategy for the treatment of various allergic and inflammatory diseases. Next, we see the current development of antisense in gene therapy. The Ionis have taken the antisense gene therapy technology where they have undergoing to engineer the antisense drug for Huntington disease, but they successfully developed a drug that is Betravirin and which is used in the eye disease, which is the eye disease which is associated with the AIDS. So it can Betravirin which can be used to treat eye disease which is associated with the AIDS. So in addition, the Ionis has also taken part in the production of certain antisense technology for the treatment of eye cholesterol and Parkinson disease. And Ionis have successfully used antisense technology to inhibit the action of Huntington disease in mouse cells and mouse brains and human cells. Ionis is currently testing the technology of transgenic mice, and if that goes well, the next step will be try it in a monkey and then eventually they go for a human trial.